You must really enjoy some would you rather questions. And I've got just a question for you. Would you rather play more video games or watch more TV? Go ahead and drop a comment down below because today I'm going to be reacting to a lot of would you rather questions and giving them my best answers. Would you rather be sick for the rest of your life or kill 2 puppies? That doesn't sound good at all. Being sick for the rest of your life means you'll have a bit of an illness, maybe a cough or a sneeze, or just feeling a little under the weather. But killing 2 puppies means you're losing 2 puppies. Nobody wants to lose puppies. Puppies are adorable. Even if they're not my puppies in particular, I would never want to harm a dog, especially a cute little puppy. So of course, I would rather be sick for the rest of my life and save those 2 puppies from a lot of danger. 1 million people would rather kill 2 puppies than be sick? Would you rather go 1 year without your teeth or go 1 year without the internet? What is happening here? If I had to go a year without the internet, it would be very difficult because a lot of the things that I do for my day-to-day are dedicated with the use of the internet, including making videos, playing video games, watching some things, or even just looking up information. I'd have to go back to using books. Who has a book? Like one of these things? These old-timey things with a bunch of pages? And then rather going 1 year without my teeth, I mean, I won't have any way of using my teeth in any way, shape, or form. I don't know if I should be doing this because I think this is making fun of people with no teeth. But if I'm gonna go an entire year without using any one of these things, it would have to be my teeth, which means I'm losing my teeth for a year, but then getting them back eventually. Oh, and more people would rather have no internet instead of no teeth. Would you rather be a carrot or be a cucumber? If I had to choose being a carrot or being a cucumber, I'd most likely want to be a cucumber because cucumbers are versatile for a lot of things, including making pickles. But carrots, I think, are just carrots. They don't really do much besides be carrots. There is that whole thing where carrots are good for your eyes, but that's actually not entirely true. A cucumber could be just as good for your eyes as well, you know, if you were to put them directly into your eye holes. And I'd rather be a cucumber. There's more that I would get from being a cucumber instead of being a carrot. And surprisingly enough, more people would rather be a carrot. Is there something I'm missing here? Would you rather have the ability to pull out of your pockets the exact change needed for any purchase or have the ability to discreetly read minds? Having the ability to discreetly read minds would only help out in some extent, figuring out if people are lying to you, whether or not there's something that you need to have been told to you and like they're just not telling you, or if there's just like something you want to figure out, like maybe that guy, maybe I actually want to be a carrot instead of a cucumber because cucumbers, they can turn into pickles, but what if you try to pickle a carrot? I think that would be cooler. I'm gonna have the ability to discreetly read minds. That's a cool ability compared to just having exact change. Would you rather bring John Lennon and George Harrison back to life and reform the Beatles today, or go back to 1963 and go to every Beatles concert from then until 1970 when they broke up? Now, this is a very interesting question here because I'm playing with the idea of bringing back life to this day and age, and then even seeing what would happen if the Beatles were to reform as a full band in 2020. That would be bizarre if that was possible. To see that actually happen would be crazy. But to go back in time and see the 7 years of them building up to where the Beatles are today, it's like, I think that would be much more amazing and like a good use of time instead of trying to bring back their lives and then reforming the Beatles into a modern band, instead of seeing them back in their prime where the music was live and, you know, it was all new to them as well as it was to us. So I'd rather go back in time to see those concerts all the way up until they break up in 1970. And that's a very close call. It's 50-50 on each side. Would you rather find out that you swallowed a spider in your sleep or find out that your waiter had spit in your meal? I would rather, honestly, I can answer this question immediately, but let me explain. Finding out that I swallowed a spider in my sleep sounds creepy, crawly, and scary, but at least it happened when I had no idea about it. Finding out that a waiter spat in my food when I was about to eat it or mid eating it, I would directly blame that waiter. I'd be like, waiter, how dare you spit in my food? I spit in your face. Except I probably wouldn't do that because that's very rude. I'd probably spit on his shoes, more likely. But spitting in my food? How dare you? I'd rather have a spider spit in my mouth when I'm sleeping. Let's just go ahead and swallow a spider. And again, 50-50 across the board. Very close. People would rather eat spit than eat a spider. Would you rather live on normally or have every would you rather on this site come true? So this is going to be very bizarre because there's a lot of would you rathers out there that are very bad, like a zombie infestation. I know that was one that I had before. Live on normally though, like I'd miss out on all the cool ones, going to see those concerts like the Beatles had, or even just having a very interesting talent like being able to read people's minds. I would lose that opportunity to get those skills just to live on normally. And what is normal? Normal is boring. That's what I could tell you. It's always a little bit more fun to have things be a little wild and crazy. So I'm gonna go ahead and have every would you rather on this site come true. I would rather have that than just be normal. More people would rather just be normal though. I get that. Yeah, it's a bit more crazy when you think about all of the sites that are all the would you rathers on this site. Would you rather run fast or jump high? So there are some really cool abilities I can get from running fast and jumping high, but I can only choose one or the other. For me personally, I've been working on my health and my fitness for a few years now, and I've been working at running pretty fast because I think running is just one of those activities where everyone ends up doing a little bit of that. I don't have to jump high on a lot of things. It would be a really good skill and something that I would like to practice at, but it would be more important to me to be able to run fast at this current moment. So I'm gonna go ahead and run super fast at 75% above 25. It would make more sense why I gotta keep running. Would you rather be unable to experience sadness or be unable to experience anger? Would I rather never be sad ever again and never cry? Or would I rather never be angry and never have rage build up in front of me? To be honest, those two emotions that I have are very important. It's important to feel sad as well as it is to feel angry sometimes. And to lose out on any one of those experiences would make balancing life hard. Because if I don't have any anger, I'm probably gonna be more sad all the time compared to being no sad and all anger. And I think I can use that anger a little bit more than I could use that sadness. Because that sadness I would be able to use for writing and maybe even some bit of creativity instead of just throwing a bunch of big boxes everywhere and just being a rude dude when I'm angry. It's very complicated. Emotions are complicated. I'm gonna go ahead though and lose out on the experience of sadness because then I could feel like I could be happier more often. That should work. I mean, more people would rather not experience sadness compared to not be able to experience anger. But like, I understand why you would want to choose one or the other. And these were some of the best would you rather questions I could find on the internet today. If you guys have any sort of answer to any of the questions in this video, then go ahead and leave that in the comment down below. And if you made it all the way to the end of this video, then please go ahead and leave a like on it for me. I'd really appreciate it if you did that. And if you want to watch more from this channel, then you better click on that subscribe button. That way you can be here when the video shows up right on my channel or right on this video. In the corner of the screen, there's a video right here, and I have to ask you, would you rather watch the end of this video or watch the beginning of this one? That's right. If you can click on it right now and you could start watching this one.